Connecticut College was the destination for the Assumption track and field team this past weekend as they took on 18 New England teams, including conference opponents Franklin Pierce and Bentley University. Welcome back to Episode 5 of the Coach's Corner. Evan O'Neill here with you as I am joined this week by assistant coach Trent Baltzell. Head coach Stacey Wentz was very busy this week with recruits. Coach, thank you for being on the show with us.
My pleasure. Thanks for having me.
Connecticut College in New London hosted the Sylphin Invitational as the women took second place in the meet with 6 team records falling. And the men had some great performances as well, which we will get to later on. But Coach, let's start as we always do with the women's team. The biggest story had to be the records that were broken. Freshman Abby Jones broke a 34-year-old school record in the heptathlon and another record in the 100-meter hurdles, which helped her break the heptathlon record overall. Sophomore Antonia Pagliuca, who's ranked 15th in the country in her respective events, also hit the NCAA provisional qualifying time in the 10K at 36.5 minutes. Freshman Greta Scott broke records in the 100 and 200-meter dashes, and junior Gwen Sawyer breaks the hammer throw record by 3 feet to top it off. She also won the shot put. For both Greta Scott and Abby Jones, they're freshmen, and it's been so incredible to see how successful they've been able to contribute so quickly. I mean, what do you attribute that to?
I think, maybe we should talk about Greta first. She came, from a strong program in high school, and she believes in the training that Coach Mila has given her throughout the season, and we've kind of seen her progress as a sprinter would progress throughout the year. So, she had fast times in high school, and it didn't start out that way this season, but we knew that if she just believed in that program, that she'd be starting to drop at this time. And, first weather with good meet, she breaks 2, pretty good school records in the 100 and the 200.
Definitely.
As far as Abby goes, this is her first year as a multi-event athlete. So it's taken a little bit of time for her to, kind of get used to some of these new events. But she PR'd in 5 out of 7 events in the heptathlon. And as you said, she got off to a great start by breaking the school record in the 100 hurdles. We were really proud of her because, she actually beat her own PR by a full second, which is very impressive. But again, the nice weather certainly, was a factor in her performance overall. So we were really proud of those 2 athletes.
Right. And now as we move to the men's side, there were notable performances by LT, Loris Tavares, who's a sophomore, in the 100-meter and 200-meter dashes, and in the long jump. All 3 events were PRs for him. LT has been one of the most consistent performers for this program during both the indoor and outdoor season. What's the key to his success?
Well, LT is an absolute workhorse. He is the last person to leave the weight room every day. His practices, if I let him practice for 2 straight hours, he would practice for 2 straight hours. So sometimes I have to cut him off because, it gets to be a little too much sometimes. But, I think that's what we can attribute all of his successes and consistency to is just, his ability to just keep going and going and going.
Definitely.
So it's great to see him finally PRing and again, that nice weather, nice tailwinds, he's running huge PRs. So just seeing him run, 11 flat in the 100 was pretty impressive.
Definitely. And that concludes the show for us this week. Along with Coach Baltzell, I'm Evan O'Neill. The Greyhounds are back in action this Saturday, April 23rd, for the Sean Collier Invitational at MIT. For the latest on Assumption College athletics, follow the Hounds via social media on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram. Thanks again for tuning in, and go Hounds!